So this is going to be a quick video. I'm basically walking on patrol. It's kind of hard to like keep the camera on me and walk at the same time. But I want to understand something. I hear this topic talked about a whole lot. I hear women talking about it. I hear men talking about it. I talk about it. And when I hear it talked about, for whatever reason, I do get triggered. I get triggered because I feel, why are we making it a crime to desire and want normal things that on a very basic human instinctual level is very normal, has always been normal, has always been a very normal, natural thing. And I'm going to make this pretty quick. I get so annoyed when I hear these types of things because it's just like, these are normal human instincts and desires. This is nothing new. And what I'm talking about is when is the male loneliness epidemic that for some reason today, this whole internet thing, this whole social media thing, now it's like everybody thinks that they're too good for everybody, right? Everybody thinks that because the internet basically has tricked and convinced everyone, mainly females, because mainly females think like this. Yes, I am calling out females. It has given women these crazy, unrealistic expectations for men. And what's happened is women have gotten online and they've seen this small demographic of men that have, for whatever reason, managed to reach the very top of their earning potential. They have really great looking features. They're really attractive. They're tall, great aesthetics, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. And so because the internet has these small minority group of men and the women that they choose to date. And you know, obviously it shows off their lifestyle. Now every woman feels like unless she gets this kind of man that has this kind of lifestyle, makes this much money, dresses like this, drives this car, has this, you know, large house or mansion. Now everybody on the internet, speaking of females, thinks that unless they get that kind of guy, they're settling. Unless they get that kind of lifestyle, they're settling. So, what has happened is, and there's two parts of this discussion for me. And y'all know me, I'm kind of scatterbrained, so I very well may skip around back and forth on this topic. But my main point is, this is what's happening. This is what I'm seeing. My problem is, okay, I have two problems, right? As I was previously saying, dating, romance, sex, men and women being in relationships, having partnerships, having kids, anything like that. This is not a new thing. This is not new. This has always happened. This has never not happened in history, right? I'm not trying to say that everybody should do this right now. But what I am saying is my issue is there is like this narrative of I hear people say this kind of stuff all the time. Oh, you think if you get into a relationship, that's going to complete you. It's going to make you feel whole. And it's just like, no, that's not what it means. It means that as a grown adult man, okay, I'm gonna put it this way. When you're a child, you don't really care about sex. You don't really care about relationships. You don't really care about romantic things. As you get older, those things naturally evolve and start to matter to you more. Like, you don't care about dating and sex when you're a kid because you're a child. But as you grow older, these things begin to become more important to you. They begin to matter to you. Your biology changes. Your genetics change. Your mentality changes. In other words, as we grow into adults from being young, we enter different stages of life, of evolution, of existence, whatever you want to call it. And my problem is, why are we making it seem like because we desire romance in our lives, and that's basically, it's a very important thing to us, that we feel like that's the same thing as saying that, oh, so you need this person to complete you, or you need this relationship. I just can't stand when I hear people say that, because it's the same people saying this kind of thing. These are the same people that they may not be in a committed relationship, but I guarantee you these same people are having interactions with the opposite sex on some level. They're probably having sex, they're having flings, they're going out meeting guys or girls, but they're sitting here acting like, because they're not in a committed relationship or like a committed situationship, like they don't care about those things. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody comes along and says, a relationship is something that's very important to me, I care very much about it. And the older I get, yes, I do want to have a loyal, committed relationship. I want to be possibly married, or even if it's like not on paper, I want to basically be in that type of committed relationship. But there's so many people that will say that, oh, well, see, you need this relationship to complete you, and you don't feel complete. You should feel complete within yourself. You shouldn't need a relationship to be happy and feel complete. It's like, yeah, I can be happy on my own. I can have fun on my own, and I do. But at the same time, see, there's different sides to everything. Just because you know that being in a relationship is a very important experience to life, and it's something that you value and cherish, doesn't mean, that's not the same thing as saying that, oh, well, I need a relationship to complete me. It's like, no, that's not the same thing. What it means is that it's something in life that's very important to you, that you do care about. Like, it's basically saying that there's also a part of life that you care about, that you want to actually experience while you're here. In other words, you care about dating, you care about love, you care about relationships. It matters to you. I just get so annoyed when I hear people say that kind of stuff, because it didn't used to be like this. You didn't used to hear people say stuff like, oh, well, the fact that you care about being in a relationship, it means that, oh, you need that relationship to complete you, or to make you feel whole. It was like, it used to be a very normal, natural thing to find somebody, to be with somebody, to date some. But now, since like hookup culture basically took over, right? Because that's what happened. Because the internet happened, and now everybody thinks that unless they have a billionaire boyfriend or husband, that everybody else is mediocre and is dusty and is a bum and doesn't deserve them. This is what happened. And so now, and again, just because women or guys are not in a committed relationship, it does not mean that they're not having relationships with people. In other words, it doesn't mean that they're not going out to bars or wherever and finding people of the opposite sex to hook up with, to spend time with, to have intimate relations with. That's not what it means. What it means is they haven't labeled it a committed, loyal relationship. So they have the autonomy to go and come from different people and partners and whenever they please. See, that's the thing with this. The thing with this generation is they'll be in relationship type scenarios, but they won't label it that. And the moment that, if you're a person that tries to label it or define what it is, they'll feel like you're being clingy, you're desperate, you're insecure. But meanwhile, they're basically getting all the behaviors and all of the interactions of a committed relationship without the commitment. This is why you hear a lot of people say, oh, we don't have to label it anything. It's just casual, because basically it's this, they want to have their cake and eat it mentality type of thing. It's, when we're together, we're basically in a relationship. But if somebody else asks me, I'm single, basically. You get what I'm saying? Like, we fuck, we go on dates, we do nice things for each other, we like make out, we like sleep over, but we ain't together though. You know what I'm saying? That's just my homegirl, that's just my homeboy, no diddy. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when we're together though, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So that's what most people are doing now. And most females, I'll say, they're kind of in this dynamic with a guy or a roster of guys, and all the guys that are traditional and actually wanting, traditional type relationships, committed relationships, they're basically completely like just X'd out because either they don't think that they're good enough for them, they don't think that, I don't know, they don't think they're hot enough, they don't think they're rich enough. Whatever the case is, one of those scenarios or all of them. But it's a thing where a lot of men nowadays basically are kind of excluded from dating because of this whole new mindset when it comes to dating. It's like people are dating, but they're single at the same time. So, he can hit her up, smash her whenever he wants to, get some, she comes over there on a regular basis, and then it's like they're together, but they're not. It's like this in-between type thing, where she's, oh shit. God dang it. Hold on a second, y'all. I hate these damn spider webs. God damn. Shit. I hate this bullshit. Why should I turn this damn thing off? So annoying. But no, so basically, you know, she's basically getting cracked by somebody already. But, you know, if anybody asks, she's single. But it's like she's basically getting all of the perks of being with somebody. So if a guy that's single comes along, you know, she don't really feel like, you know, she needs a man in her life because she's getting fucked by somebody that's not even her dude. So it's like you got somebody kind of like place holding. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically, like, you know, one of the benefits of being in a relationship, obviously, I mean, I'm going to say it's sex, basically. You get laid, that's one of the perks of it. But again, when you're someone that's basically already getting that, you don't really feel a heightened desire to go out there and make yourself available to potential other men because, you know, you're already getting smashed by somebody, basically. So you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, your sexual needs are basically already being met on that level. So that's one thing that's going against a lot of men today is it seems like women are basically completely ignoring, you know, average guys. When I say average, I mean average in looks, average in finance, average in everything, anywhere from average to below average, because all of it exists. Okay. And that's something else. You didn't used to have to be an extremely attractive man to meet at least a decent looking girl. Used to be you could be kind of unattractive and get a pretty girl, actually. Seriously. You didn't used to have to be a perfect looking man to get a very basic looking woman. Nowadays, you have to be above average in just looks to get an average to below average looking woman. Seriously. This is how much things have changed. I just get triggered when I hear these types of talking points because it's almost like we're basically telling men and women, if you have a natural instinctual desire for love or romance in your life, that's strong because you think that relationship is going to complete you. It's like that's what your how can I say this? It's how your biology is created. Of course you're going to feel a need for that in your life. Of course you're going to feel a want and desire for that. And some, you think about it, and yes, in some ways, like very much so, that is a part of your life that is missing. So in a sense, yes, having romance in your life or not in your life, in my opinion, is you're definitely missing a very large part of the human existence and experience, because that is a very large, important part of it. And no, that's not being needy or clingy or, again, because these same people that say these kind of things are the very same people that I know for a fact are entertaining multiple people, relationships, sexual partners in their lives, you know, a relationship. So they feel like because they don't label them relationships, they're not, you know, they don't need a relationship to complete them. See, people are so full of shit, man. This is my problem with people. People are so full of shit. Everybody wants to make it seem like, oh, I don't need nobody. Oh, I'm not clingy. It's like, if you didn't need anybody, you wouldn't be going out meeting people, having sex, having all these different. You're making it seem like you don't crave and desire those same things when you just don't. When you just do it, but you do it differently. If nobody needs to be in romantic relationships, if nobody needs, romantic experiences or, sex or dating experiences, then nobody should be going out to clubs. Nobody should be like hanging out with the opposite sex. Nobody should be having sex. Like, no men should be hanging out with women. No gay women should be hanging out with gay women, or vice versa if you're a man. Like, we should all just be somewhere working on hobbies and, making ourselves happy. There should be absolutely nobody hanging out with the opposite sex in a romantic way. But you don't see that, though. You don't see that. I constantly see people going out, meeting people, and having romantic relationships. Why are we acting like, because there's a certain group of people that may or may not be seen as desirable? See, you just think that relationship is going to complete you. It's like, no, but that's a very that's a very big part of life as an adult. Like, why are we acting like this is something different? And I get passionate because it's like we're basically trying to kill romance, the desire for love and sex. We're trying to kill that in the modern man. Like, oh, you shouldn't want that. You should just be happy by yourself. It's just like, no. Do you not realize that your body is literally designed to want the opposite sex? If we weren't supposed to feel like that, then why did God make us like that? Like, why do you get horny? Like, why do you see a woman why do you get aroused when you see a woman with curves? Like, why do you want to just fuck from time to time? Well, why do you want to do those things? Why does that even exist? It's because it's naturally built into your entire makeup. Like, you're not doing anything wrong by wanting or even needing to be with a woman or man. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about, man? What is this new age, like, bullshit, law of attraction? Oh, you should just be happy by your... Like, no. If you are over 18, I would say anywhere from, like, I don't know, 20, 21 on up, you 100% should be wanting some pussy. You should be wanting to fuck. You should be wanting to get laid. You should be wanting to go on dates. You should be wanting to, you should be needing those things. What are you talking about? This is not new. It's called being a grown man and a grown woman. Are you kidding me? All of a sudden, like, oh, see, you think that relationship is going to make you feel complete and whole. No, I think it's going to make me feel good. I think it's going to make me feel better. I think it's going to definitely fill a portion of my life that is void. Because when you I don't care who you are, how many good things, I don't care if you're successful, I don't care if you're rich, I don't care if you got the best business going on. There is still a section of your life romantically that is completely left empty. If you're just, it's nice if you have hobbies. It's nice if you have fun doing whatever the fuck you like doing, traveling and whatever. That's great. But I just can't sit here and pretend like because I do those things that I don't want the opposite sex around me, with me. I'm not going to sit here and act like because I have hobbies that I like to do that I don't, want or need the company of the opposite sex sometimes. Like, I think that's bullshit because people make it seem like, oh, well, you should be having so much fun in your life where you shouldn't even need anybody. It's just like, that's such bullshit. That is bullshit. Now, I'm not saying that I don't have anything else in my life that I don't enjoy. Like, yes, I have hobbies. I love to do certain things. I have things I'm doing or trying to work on. Yeah, but I also on the other, I also am a 36-year-old male with 36-year-old male hormones, urges, craves, desires, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to always be like, again, this is made up in our makeup. Like, I didn't have any part in making this design. This is how God designed men and women. Okay? Like, this is nothing new. And I'm sorry, I just get passionate because I feel like it's fake and it's bullshit. It's like everybody wants to make it seem like they're and they don't need nobody. They don't desire none of these things. And it's like, of course you, and everybody's just lying. Listen, if you're saying that you are not lonely and you are at a dating age and you don't want to be dating anybody at all romantically. When I say dating, I mean when I say dating or have any romantic interactions in your life, I mean you're not dating nobody, you're not fucking nobody, you're not having no hookup sessions, you're not none of that's going on. You're not meeting up with anybody, you don't have no friend with benefits, you don't have any, guy friends, girlfriends, you ain't getting nothing. It's you every home and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go out to have fun, it's by yourself. Not with a female, not with a male. It's all just you. But you don't see that though. That's not what you see. I constantly see men and women going out, hooking up, having sex, meeting up. Now, when they're out in public, they may say that, oh, he's my friend and she's my homegirl. But nah, they fucking. They're fucking. Anyway, how do I know that? Because I've done it before. Because I've done it. I've been the guy that's in public, had a girl that was a friend. But yeah, we was fucking though. We was fucking, yeah. And I wouldn't label her my girlfriend because at the time I was a little bit younger. I was still trying to, there was still other skirts I was trying to chase because I just thought that, I didn't want to settle down. I didn't want to just choose that one girl. And this is the one time that I regret being like this. When this girl, this woman, which was a great friend actually, was actually truly into me and just wanted me. She didn't want no games. And this is the one time where I was kind of like, I wasn't necessarily a player, but I was just trying to like kind of scope out my other options. You know what I'm saying? I liked her, but it was just like, it was almost like I took her for granted because I knew I had her. I knew how much she liked me. And it's crazy because the more somebody likes us sometimes, the more that we take them for granted. This is like back in like 2016, 15, something like that. And yeah, we were like friends with benefits for like a long time. Just got tired of her. She was like, you know what? She finally, she waited around for a long time for me to actually, kind of get it together and just commit to her. But after a while, when a woman is, I've been here with you, I've been rocking with you, I've been loyal to you, I ain't been fucking with other dudes, and I fucked it up. Like, I fucked that up. This is the only relationship with a good woman that I actually fucked up. So I kind of forget like where the conversation was going, but I'm bringing it back to just dating in general. I hate this damn phone. I get so annoyed, man. It's not. It's already bad enough that most women think that most guys are not good enough for them. But now it's like, even if you want to date, people like to people pretend like dating now, wanting to date or be in a relationship, is now being clingy, desperate, or needy, when it's a very normal, natural human thing. I just don't get it, man. This is why I really have a hard time with just dealing with humanity, because nobody's real. Everybody just wants to put on this appearance of being, happy and, content. And it's like, no, like, nobody's dating, nobody's fucking, nobody's having kids, and everybody thinks that they're too good for everybody. Oh, I'm positive, you're negative, you're low vibrational, you're high vibrational. Everybody just hates everybody. Everybody thinks that they're too good for everybody, or they're in some type of higher class and everything. It's just, man, I really hate this version of reality that has manifested. Like, it should not be this hard to meet people, to date, to meet women, to meet men if you're a woman, to start families, to just date, to get married, not get married. It should not be this hard or complicated to have normal human interactions that we've always had from the beginning of time. But now, all of a sudden, if you want to be in a relationship, oh, see, you think that relationship is going to make you feel complete, make you happy, and you can't be like, and like, dude, most people have been by themselves for a very long period of time. Like, how long are you supposed to live your life alone? Like, you're not meant to live your life alone. Like, what is this shit? Like, seriously, can we stop with this fake shit? It's like, I know that is bullshit, because I watch videos all the time of women talking about how they're not happy and they want to find a good man, but y'all keep rejecting everybody. Or you think that this man doesn't look good enough for you because some guy somewhere made you feel like you was better than an average looking guy. And it's just like, bro, I don't get, and it's like, there's so many women that are looking for good men, and they're like just ignoring everybody except the 10s and like the rich men. I'm like, do you not realize, like, nobody starts off there? Or, it's like those men that have that amount of wealth or success, they probably had a really good start. Like, most people don't have that good of a start. I don't care how hard you work. Like, this system that we live in, and I'm not talking negatively, it's just not designed for most people to just end up in that place at an early place in life. And I'm not thinking negatively or in a limited way. That's just facts. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying, like, it's not built. Like, this matrix is literally built for most people to do exactly what they're doing. Because if everybody started doing good, this whole system will collapse. It's literally created to be the way that it is. In other words, this matrix is literally only sustained by a group of people doing most of the work, while a small group of people get most of the benefits. Like, it don't matter how hard you work. You're gonna work a large portion of your life before you can reach that part of life where you might be able to live like them. It's just how it's designed. And I'm not thinking negatively. Let's just look at how everything is designed. The more you work, the more money you get taxed. That right there should tell you something. So I get less when I work harder. Then if I start a business, I gotta pay all this money for what I'm making, and I need that money to actually get a better quality of life. But you're taking that too? Oh, well, see, you gotta use the tax code to do this and that and that. Yeah, but they're still taking more of the money that you're making. You have to work for that. That's a whole different conversation, y'all. But what I'm saying is, It's just so many women that just they don't think that they like. It's like women would rather share one really really good looking guy that's doing really good in life right now than to get with an average man that's working a 9 to 5, that's trying to work his way up over time to a better quality of life. Women don't believe in working your way up. It's like, well, if you ain't here now, I can't believe your potential. It's like, well, how do you expect to get there if you have to start somewhere? Like, how do y'all expect men to become these other types of men? Like, you have to work your way up there. That takes time. Like, what are y'all even expecting? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Everybody is a Dusty if they're not there right now. And then once you get there, all of a sudden magically, I can fuck with you now. Like, no, keep that same energy, bruh. Keep that same energy. I wasn't shit then, so I'm not shit now. Don't act like you rocking with me like that when I actually finally, level up, basically. You wasn't rocking with me like that, so don't act like you rocking with me like that now. It don't work like that. If you wasn't rocking with me like that in the struggle, then you're not going to rock with me like that when I come up. That's just how it is. Like, any man that struggles and the same women that he was, wanting that wouldn't give him time of day, once he gets to a better place in life, should not in a million years take that female seriously. Hell no. The only woman a man should take serious is a woman that believed in him, that was there when he was broke, when he was making more money, and when he rose to the top. That's the only woman that deserves to get a lavish, soft girl lifestyle. If you wasn't there while I was building this shit, hell no, you ain't getting none of this shit. And this is the problem with modern dating. Modern women have forgotten how to stick with a man during the process. Whatever level he's trying to get to, whether it's trying to just get a promotion, build a business, just stack his money up so he can do more shit, have a better quality of life, whatever and however he's trying to do it. Women nowadays, they don't believe in actually being with a man in the stages of him leveling up and becoming a better man. They just are like, okay, well, if you're not that now, I'm not willing to be with you unless you're that right now. I'll check back in a couple years or months or whatever the fuck. It's just like, nah, homie, like, don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about it. I'll take that L. Like, if you don't believe in me, if you're not fucking with me like that because I'm not on this type of, income base right now, don't even worry about it. Go with your other option and go fuck with him. Don't even worry about spinning the block. It's cool. It's Gucci. I'm not mad. Because that right there tells me that I'm like, there's nothing there with that person. Like, there's nothing there. So, like, if a woman is acting like that, you like her, and it's just like, I don't, like, honestly, like, I wouldn't even feel bad because you already know, like, there's no real depth to that person. Like, there's only, if you got with that person, literally, it will be strictly transactional. Meaning, like, she's literally only with you for what you can give her. Like, she does not care about you. She does not love you. Like, it's nothing about you that she really cares about. It's just, what can you do for me? What can I get out of you? Like, that's a dead relationship. There's no soul. There's no connection. There's no real soul connection with those kind of people. They just want to suck you dry so that they can basically get what they can get out of you to basically help to get them to a better place in life. You know what I'm saying? And not in a reciprocal kind of way, just like in a leeching kind of way. Like, I need help. I need this. I need that. Most women today, they don't even want a relationship. They just want help. Most women today, they just want help. That's why there's so many women today that, like, before you even date them, they're like, hey, I need money for my bills and my car payment. And it's like, why are you asking me? Like, we're going on a date I'm trying to get to know you. You're not my woman. You're not my wife. You're not my nothing. Why do I have to pay you to have an interaction with you? Are you serious right now? Are you really serious? Well, yeah, I need my cash app. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of my face. Go. Get out of my face. Seriously, like, why would you even do that? Who does that? Most women today. It's just, man, this lonely epidemic that men are going through. I hate it, man, because there's no reason why this should be like this. There's no reason why. It's just people are brainwashed by the internet, and and for whatever reason, the female mind feels like if she's not getting the very best man that is out there, well, then he's not worth it. Oh my God. This whole thing is nuts. The whole dating atmosphere is absolutely nuts. And men, they're just at this point where they're just, including me, I'm just like, you know what? I'm at the point where I'm just over it. I think most men, like, wow, a lot of men today are lonely. And listen, y'all, it's not just me, and it's not just ugly or undesirable men. There's a lot of women think that are just walking around here bitter. I've seen lots of videos of no homo attractive men, tall men, short men, rich men, old men, young men, attractive men, actually, non-attractive men, average looking men, business owners, men that just ain't got shit going for them. They ain't got a job or nothing. Men that work a 9 to 5, everything, every kind of guy in between. They're all saying the same thing. Like, women, they just flip the script and they just feel like, oh, well, we only want this kind of guy. If you're not this guy, we can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow. Only the mind of a female can be as irrational to believe that, every man is supposed to look like this. Every man is supposed to make this much money right now. And if you're not that, then you're not worthy of love, sex, romance, any of that stuff. But hit the jackpot tomorrow and watch how many bitches be lined up at your doorstep. Night and day. The same dude just happen to have a turn of luck. It's fake, man. It's really fake. It's really phony. And like I said, this is why, like, most men today, they're just like, you know what? Like, one of the things I did, I said, you know what, bro, I'm going to just buy a motorcycle and just, get a really fun, cool hobby and just kind of envelop myself in that. Because at this point, a lot of men are just over it. They're over the nonsense. They're over the just the complete delusional nonsense of the modern female. And females of today, they have too much pride to, one, admit they're wrong, to take accountability for anything. So it's almost like men have just given up on getting through to them, because it's like, it ain't no talking to these bitches. These bitches think that they can't do no wrong, that they're never wrong. But we as men are supposed to basically work super, super hard in life, make all these sacrifices to be deserving and worthy of a basic ass bitch that's too childish and immature to even listen to what a fucking man is saying, or to even hear him out, or even hear his side of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even want to hear what men are saying. So, but we're supposed to sit here and become the best versions of ourselves, do all these things to be worthy of a basic ass female that ain't doing shit, but just demanding that she, demanding shit, demanding this top tier man that they were never even worthy of. It's just, the whole thing is just whack. It's out of balance. It makes no sense. This is how I know, like, this matrix is crumbling, because none of this shit is even making any sense. There's no logic to it. And while I do understand principles of, like, cosmic chaos and shit like that, Like, even with that, there's some level of order to the chaos. This is just retarded ass chaos. It's not even organized chaos. It's just dumb, ratchet, ignorant chaos. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. I gotta work my ass off to improve myself just to get an ain't shit ass female. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's just make it make sense. Make it make sense. So anyway, that's my rant. I'm gonna end it here, and yeah, until next time, whatever. Fuck it. Bye.